I think this goblin is trying to learn the Michael Jackson dance. Come on, bro, the moonwalk. The moonwalk. Do the moonwalk. You could almost do it. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah, that's how you do it. Here's your prize. You win.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again because the visions of
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another amazing episode brought to you by Games Glitches. Sorry for vanishing, guys. Kinda needed to take a break, from something in life, because between school, work, real life, friends, girlfriend, and YouTube, I really almost had no personal time. So decided to take a break for a moment, and just do me. In any case, sorry for the long introduction. Just wanted to say hi since I haven't made a video in so long. Now, first things first. When you take a look at your knowledge, you would notice that your writing skill says you harvest hides. But when you harvest hides, your writing skill does not unlock. That is because you first need to tame one animal, one creature, any kind of creature, for it to unlock. Now, for the first step, what you need to do is gather some twine. You could either do it by punching a tree or simply cutting it down. The best approach is, of course, to use a pickaxe, because that will give you a lot more twine and less wood. But pickaxe requires higher skill, so let's say you just simply have an X for the argument's sake. Now, you would need to cut down enough trees for you to level one of the skills. The skills that you need to level is the range crafting. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, by simply gathering twine from trees, right, as it says right here, you will level up your range crafting skill. And you don't even need to get it that high, only to level 2. So you would now need to gather wood that you need anyway. And of course, you'll get twine in the process, and that skill will unlock for you. Yes, gathering it with a pickaxe, where you get more twine per gather, will allow the skill to level faster. But for argument's sake, we're gonna do this all with a single weapon that you can unlock right off the bat. Now, for step 2. Once you have unlocked your range crafting skill to rank 2 by gathering and harvesting twine from trees, you will be able now to craft a wooden bow, a stone-tipped arrow, and a stone hook arrow. Once you be able to craft these, you will now need to proceed and craft yourself stone-tipped arrows. There you have it right here. Stone-tipped arrows will require straw, twine, and stone. You will be able to gather all of these materials with an axe. You could just run up to a stone and gather yourself as much stone as you would like. Now, the reason why you need to craft stone hook arrows are for several. First of all, you are going to use them to tame a creature. Second of all, if you take a look under your knowledge, they are required to level up your taming skill. Right here, ladies and gentlemen, craft rope arrows. You would now need to continue crafting rope arrows until, please note, until rank 2. You need to obtain, until rank 1. Until you complete rank 1. So you don't really need to level it up that much, barely really anything. What you're looking for is a wood feed trap. That's what is needed for you to be able to tame any creature. Now, for you to be able to craft yourself a stone hook arrows, you would notice that you would need charcoal here. To obtain charcoal, just make yourself a regular low-level campfire right off the bat. Plop it down anywhere it's convenient, start it up, throw some wood into it, and light the fire. And this will produce you charcoal. Also, please note that they asking you to gather crystals. You could obtain the crystals very, very easily, but if you have no tools to obtain them, you could simply put away all of your tools and run up to different bushes and simply punch him. As you could see here, ladies and gentlemen, I am actually obtaining crystal. Not a lot of it, but thankfully we don't need a lot of it. Magic shards, that's what I meant to say. And of course, that little gentleman right there wants to have some fun. And the fun is over. Now, once you have obtained yourself sulfur and gathered some crystals, it's time for you now to craft everything you need. You would simply craft stone tip arrow, and then you would craft stone hook arrows. Please note, again, you need to craft them until your taming skill reaches max rank 1 to unlock the wood feeding trough. Also, friendly reminder, don't forget to craft yourself a bow, which requires wood and twine. Not a lot of it, very easy to obtain. Now, for step 3, it's very simple. You would now need to craft yourself a wood feeding trout. You would go into your inventory, type in feed, find a trout, and then you would simply click to craft item. Please know, we're going to tame ourselves a sheep. Because you would want the first thing you tame, you want it to be easy and simple as much as possible, to just simply unlock your skill so you could later on tame something better. Please note, you need a higher skill to be able to craft saddles. You need a higher riding skill, and your skill will not go up even if you harvest hides until you do one tame. Please note that this skill will not unlock until you tame one creature. Right here, I have found myself a next superstar on YouTube, the Wild Sheep. Say hi, bro. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go, bro? He's a little, camera shy. But in case, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to be our step 4. Actually finding and locating a sheep. I highly recommend doing this on a low level sheep, not a high level but a low level, simply enough because it will take you less arrows and less time to tame it. Now what you need to do is drag your bow onto your thing and then drag your arrows onto your bow. This will basically allow you to now shoot bows. Please note, with right click you can zoom in. Now you would need to simply shoot the sheep or any of your target, and then click on the ground to basically you put a pillar into the floor so it can't run away. So it goes something like this. Now, this sheep rather commit suicide than be my pet. I mean, seriously, the wildlife needs to, stop trying to kill itself and let me tame it. It's just because this is becoming a freaking problem at this point. They always try to commit suicide when they see me. Oh, Games Glitches is coming. Cut your throats. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on with it. For step 5, what you need to do is find your feeding trout. And now plop it in front of its face, as such. Please note that these things are not reusable. You can destroy it to get some of your mats back, but you won't get all of your mats back. You'll get a good chunk. In any case, now once you have your unconscious sheep and you have your feeding trout, what you now need to do is put the food in for the sheep. If you try to do it with meat, sheep don't eat meat. Ain't gonna work. So what you need to do is do it with something like berries or grass or different materials, just like an arc will allow you to tame different creatures. Now you're going to name your tame, whatever you want it to be. For step 5, in this case, you would have already, currently, after you followed step 4, you would have now unlocked yourself the riding skill. Now, once you harvest hides from the dead creatures, your skill will definitely go up. Right here, we have an unwilling volunteer to, participate in our video. In any case, he's dead now. You pull out your trusty axe and you would start gathering yourself some hides. Please note that if you're in a mount, you will also gather hides and your writing skill will go up. As you saw there a moment ago in the bottom left corner, my writing skill is going up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this nice little episode on how to tame in the world of dark and light. I'm going to be definitely making videos now constantly on different things in the world of dark and light. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed it and try to have a wonderful day in the world of dark and light.